Peyton Keeley. We are at Hickory Motor Speedway. It is race day. There's no more rain. Blue skies coming a little bit.
We're just getting lucky here.
Yes, getting lucky. I don't know.
42 late model stocks and 30 pros is the final count.
We have pits full. You cannot get nothing else in these pits.
No, Trevor Ward pulled in this morning and we were like, oh my God.
We're like, what do we do? What do we do? Mini panic attack, but we got it. We're all set. We're ready to go. It's gonna be a good night. Everything's live on Flow Racing. Tune in.
Or come out.
Yes.
Or come out and support your local short track.
We have a ton of stands right behind us. They all want you here.
Yes.
So come out, come see us. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have tons of fun. So
can't wait.
Can't wait.
Group picture, smile.
Do you hold it?
We're here with the Cars Tour staff, and this guy with a flag we picked up at a bar.
Drunk guy,
I don't know.
okay, do it. How do you do it? You're not jumping.
Hey, let me ask you. Give me that flag. Give me that flag.
Race director Danny Willard gonna show us how to do it. Brenden, can you beat him?
You suck.
All right, Brenden, see if you can show Keeley and Peyton how to do it.
Show us the road.
That's all you do.
Hey, did Timmy have to teach you that?
That's all you do.
I feel like I need a trampoline.
I think that's all you do right here.
Like this?
All right, Peyton, got try one.
Wrist.
All right, you won't be the backup.
Let's take this.
I'm totally gonna try and
Right here at the thumb. And bring it behind your thumb.
Behind?
Yeah.
So you like rotate
You're
it.
doing it like that.
So you gotta rotate.
Yeah, come on.
Let's get cold.
I think if anybody can do it, it's Peyton.
Wrist.
I feel like I'm
With your wrist.
Don't think too far into it. I am.
Wrist. It's on the wrist.
I'm not a flagger.
We have accomplished that one. All right, up next.
Next.
Up next.
Whoa!
Oh, there she is.
Whoa!
There she goes.
And now keep.
All right,
I
boss.
got bit by fire ants in the track loop last night. This
Okay.
is not fair.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is not good.
we're complaining. Let's see. How can Keeley do it? Whoa! Whoa!
With finesse.
Yeah, he's gonna take his job.
For safety director.
The new Volt battery caution flag.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Danny Willard. I'm the series race director. First things first, we're going to go over how everything's going to go today. We are going to go by the schedule that you have. There will be no changes at this time. We have a lot of cars here. It's crowded. We all know that. Everybody needs to work together. Stay on time today. Make this thing happen. Great field of cars, both divisions. We really appreciate everybody being here. Jack, Keeley, they've done a great job keeping everything rolling.
Today, we've got a lot of you and it's just going to waste time trying to get everybody all the way through. We'll make sure we get you all your TV time, all your sponsors. We'll be good to go. So that will be in your cars. Second thing, if you need me to run your card for fuel, please do that right after this meeting if possible. Third thing, late model stocks. After this meeting is the last time you can sign up to run for Rookie of the Year. This is number 3. Pros, you have until ACE at the driver's meeting at ACE. So if you already know that you're gonna run, come up here. I'm gonna write it down, let me know. That's it, guys. Thanks for coming.
Okay, once again, welcome. Sure appreciate all of you being here. This is just fantastic. A couple of things. First of all, about tonight's event. As we have tried to make very clear to everybody, the late model stocks in your qualifying, the first 26 will automatically move into the final event. We will have a last chance race for those 27 and on. The first 4 in the last chance race will transfer into the main event. And then there will be 2 provisionals, which will be the 2 highest owner points cars that have not already qualified. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, come back here. I got all wrapped up and everything. We are represented by one of the main ownership group here today. Believe it or not, I really appreciate him being here. Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, I think just want to thank everybody for being here. I think this car count's got us all excited, and it's outside of this racetrack too. Been talking to people for the last several days, all the industry down at Talladega. Everybody's paying attention to the Cars Tour. We've had a great season so far, a lot of great excitement, a hell of a race at Florence, and a lot of great momentum, but we got a lot of people watching, and we want to take advantage of that. We're trying everything we can to try to take advantage of all of this attention, turn it back into the tour, turn it back into our competitors, our team owners, and try to make this a lot better for everybody. I didn't get involved in this to make money. I got involved in this to make the series better for all of you. We'll try to do everything we can to do that going forward without changing the identity of the series. I want to thank everybody for being here today, and hopefully we'll see you again throughout the rest of the year. Hope you have a great night. You're going to have to show us a lot of grace. It's going to be tough to get through tech, all these cars. We might get a little more rain, we don't know, but so far we're set up for a great night. So it should be pretty exciting. And just remember, a lot of people watching all across the country. We're tuning more and more people into the Cars Tour Series through Flow. And so when you're out there on that racetrack and when you get out of your cars tonight, just keep that in mind and try to represent us all and yourselves really well. So thank you.
All right, get to work.
Well, during the rain delay, let's go have a little rain delay fun. Let's hit some trailers, play a little rapid fire, see what these drivers are up to, what they think on some fun questions.
You got 1 meal left. Where you going? What you eating?
1 meal left. Can't go wrong with pizza. I don't know where I'm going to eat at. This place Boardwalk Billy's down at the beach shows pretty good sushi and pizza, so I might have to go there. 1 meal. Going straight to my grill at the house. I cook the best steaks there is. I ain't paying nobody else to cook my steak for me. So it's recently changed, because at first I would have said probably somewhere around here, but I went to Carolina Beach last weekend with Brenden and went to a place called the Shuckin' Shack, and it has like oysters and seafood. It's right on the coast. You can drink beer all day and not get kicked out. So I like that place a lot. So I would say that'd probably be my last meal. Bit of a plate of oysters, all sorts of hot sauces, and some chips, nachos, you know, just all the works. Dude, I mean, I'm a foodie. I'm gonna have to say probably been better meals, but my go-to, probably the one that I've ordered the most and spent the most money on, me and my wife, would probably be bonefish. Get the filet with the au gratin potatoes, Caesar salad, and the bang shrimp appetizer.
Japanese, just any Japanese restaurant.
Oh my gosh, barbecue mac and cheese from someplace in Gatlinburg. I always drink it when I'm intoxicated, or eat it when I'm intoxicated, but every single time I've ate it is after I've left Sugarland's Distillery, drank a lot of High Rock, and it's been really good. So I don't know if it's just that good or if it's a little inflated.
Country Club Steakhouse, large ribeye, medium with the sweet potato.
Ruth Chris, the biggest steak they got, the biggest baked potato, and the sweetest sweet tea.
Probably this little steakhouse close to my house, getting a big filet.
Going to Miyabi's, get some Japanese.
Waffle House dinner, my man. That's tonight. You can find us there if we win this sucker. A waffle. I actually still have the sword from Goodyear in the truck, and I plan, now that I know it's a real sword, I'll put the waffle on that thing and hold it up for y'all.
That was a good time doing the rapid questions with the team owners and drivers. So if you want more stuff like that, let us know in the comments below. You know, we're here to serve you, the fans. So if you want to see something, drop it in the comments below. Let us know. We'll see what we can come up with today.
Already a great line forming outside for the Tough Shed 250 tonight.
Gates open and they filing in. We come out here to the Cars Tour apparel trailer. A lot of you ask online about how to get to Cars Tour merchandise. Right now, you just come to the track. They're working on an online store. You can get hoodies, shirts. She'll sell you whatever you want when you come to the track. They got hats, earmuffs for the kids. They got a little bit of everything. Even got a clearance rack over here. So when you come to the Cars Tour race at Ace, come get you a t-shirt. All right, we're here with one of the new owners of the Cars Tour group, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale, man, there's 70 plus cars here this weekend. What does it feel like as an owner of this organization now walking through the pits?
I think everybody's really excited about the car count. Kind of seeing car counts go up everywhere. All these other racetracks that are racing weekly, getting better numbers. So I think short track racing in general is having a bit of a resurgence, especially on the asphalt side where we're at. We're seeing that for sure. But love the fact that everybody wants to be here racing in the Cars Tour. We are at Hickory, which is a very historic racetrack that a lot of people want to come race at. We hope that that trend continues throughout the rest of the year. I know we're building up to Wilkesboro, and pretty excited about that event as well. And we'll see how the season goes beyond that.
You talking about Wilkesboro? You gonna hop back in the seat again this year in the Sun Drop Chevrolet? So you was out here making some laps the other day. Was that in preparation for Wilkesboro?
Yeah, it was. I was eager to get behind the wheel of the car. Had some practice happening here at Hickory, so decided to come out and see how the car felt and make sure everything's good to go. So when we hit the ground running at Wilkesboro, we feel like we're ready to rock. It's nice to get some laps here at Hickory. I'd love to come back here and race one day, but it's a real technical, tough racetrack, and anytime you get an opportunity to run some laps and understand how to get around here better, it's a good time. So I enjoyed that.
Man, we got over 40 late model stocks here today on that side. Last chance race tonight. That's kind of been a word we hadn't heard since your mom and pop days in the 90s. What do you think about that, man? How crazy is that going to be? 15 laps, bringing out top 4?
I hope that, obviously the viewers and the fans that will be here in attendance are excited about the last chance race. It's going to be a battle royale. It's a very short, brief 15-lap race. Imagine in wrestling, all the everybody in the ring at once. I mean, that's kind of what
we're going to have a Royal Rumble tonight for 15 laps.
Yeah, you're dang right. So I think the fans are excited about it. I hope the drivers are. I know there'll be some unhappy people at the end of the night that don't make the race, but it's a good problem to have, to have so many cars here that we're going to have a last chance race. That means things are moving in the right direction.
And it'll be all on flow. Talk about the guys. They have been doing a killer job on flow.
Yeah, the flow racing deal has been great this year. We're getting more people with the opportunity to see our series, more people understanding what the Cars Tour is all about. The races they've seen this year at Southern National and Florence have been fantastic races, and we hope to continue to grow that audience all year long. The streaming deal is a very, very important piece of the puzzle for short track and grassroots racing. It's great for the competitors, team owners, but also the racetracks. There's a new business model that's evolving now throughout this grassroots movement, and I think everybody's starting to understand that the streaming part's a very important piece of it. So Flow does a great job. We're glad to be partnered with them, and hope we can continue that relationship going forward.
Came up to the spotter stand, get you a look at the 3/8 mile oval Hickory Motor Speedway. This week we're with the Tour and 12 driver, Chad McCumbee, driver of the Aaron's Ford. Chad, man, you had great success, a win here last year. What do you got to do tonight to back that up?
Man, I tell you, it's an open book tonight. We've had just a little bit of rain this week, and we actually had a little bit of challenges getting here and had our toter break down, so we were a little late to what our plan was going to be. So, we've had success here. Hickory's been very special to me. It was a racetrack that I ran my first stock car race at, an Allison Legacy car, back in the early 2000s, I guess it was. Man, it's a long time ago. And I got my first Legacy win in it, and then obviously winning this race last year was really special for all of us here at McCumbee Elliott Racing. So as good as we were in the spring, we were just as equally as bad in the fall. So you've got to always stay on top of it, and I think a lot of that bodes to just competition level in the Cars Tour. It is as tough as just about anything I've ever done in my career from a competition standpoint. They've done such a good job bringing this series up, and now the attention it's getting is just awesome. So we'll see how tonight turns out. We're open-minded and trying to make our notebook better for the next week.
Well, like I said, we talked about it earlier, if we talk about this or not, but one of the big, career highlights, so to speak, is you had a movie role. What was that movie role back many years ago?
Yeah, no, I was, back, I guess I was maybe only 17 or so at that time, and I was working for Andy Hillenberg over at Fast Track Driving School, and we built all the cars for the movie 3, and when they came through to look at some of the stuff, they saw me like, man, we're having a hard time finding a Dale Jr. to play the role. So they asked me if I would do it, and I mean, sure, as long as I don't know how to act. And at the end of the day, it was just about me reading lines, and they thought it was great. So I was just a kid trying to figure out how I was going to make it in the sport, and I thought, what better way to get some name and face recognition right off the bat And I probably didn't use that as much as I should have throughout my career, but racing was always number one.
Talking about going back to racing, man, we're rolling into tonight with straight into qualifying. No practice today. You practiced yesterday. Is that completely all those notes out the window, so to speak?
I mean, we certainly made some adjustments. We were happy with our car with older tires, but not quite as happy with the speed that maybe we had. So we certainly threw some things at it, thinking that the track was going to be a little different today, and trying to go off of what we thought we needed yesterday. But as I said before, the competition is so tight here. You know, a 10th is going to be probably over 10 positions, maybe 15 or 20 positions. So at this point, you know, it's all about trying to build a notebook and see where you end up. It's hard for anybody to come to any of these races and just expect to be a shoe-in at this point.
Chad will be rolling off 22nd in line.
On a beautiful Saturday night in Hickory, North Carolina, we are set to roll things off with the largest field we have ever had in both the Solid Rock Carriers Cars Tour late model stocks and pro late models. And what is set to be a very memorable night at Hickory Motor Speedway. I'm Blake McCandless. I'll be joined alongside by my good friend Eric Brenden tonight. And of course, we welcome you to Flow Racing's Flag to Flag coverage of the Tough Shed 250 tonight. And
it's time for qualifying now. We'll take the top 26 on time, and the rest go to the last chance race.
Track is the defending winner of the Tough Shed 250 for the late model stocks. After winning the pole 1 year ago and going on to lead all but 30 laps in the 150 lap contest, driving the Aaron Sales and Lease number 16 from MCCUMBEE Elliott Racing out of Supply, North Carolina. This is Chad McCumbee. At 7th. McCumbee, who is very confident in getting around the Hickory Motor Speedway. This will be his 5th start in late model stock car competition.
All right, Chad, qualifying's over with. Time in 7th. What's the plan? Roll into 150 laps.
You know, I mean, 150 laps is a fairly long time around here. We just got to see what the race gives us, you know. I've learned in my career that it's really not worth making any plans. You just just kind of make the plan on the go, and you always try to conserve a little bit and put yourself in favorable positions late in the race. But we don't know exactly what we're going to be dealing with, positive or negatively. So we'll see. We'll just keep our fingers crossed and try to get a good result.
What a wild finish to the Pro Late Model race, but it's time to go 150 lap late model stock race, and Chad will be rolling off 7.
I'll be honest with you, I'm dreading to drive home. Sitting in that motor.
Daddy, we stay.
Yeah, we stay in.
Bubba.
Girl, you up late?
Yeah. She's fit to be tied already.
Is she? There you go. All right.
Looking at old races, one of my favorite parts of the broadcast is the did not qualify segment of the race, because I think we have to list those off to be fair to those competitors who showed up here this weekend. As Carson Guapo earns his 5th career Hedgecott Pole Award. Again, the last 3 winners here at Hickory.
think he's going to be in for a thrilling final 32 laps.
I would tend to agree with that, Eric. And of course, you may mention that he's sitting behind us and is kind of laughing a little bit right now at that latest comment. But nevertheless, Carson Quapple and Connor Hall once again back up at the front of the field.
This group of four out the windshield with 2 laps to go. Robusto and more in front of your race leader Carson Quapple as they hit the backstretch with the white flag waiting.
They are nearly touching each other front to back as there's some lap traffic in front. Connor Hall sliding. Carson Quapple is sliding. White flag in the air. One more trip around Hickory Motor Speedway. Isabella Robusto up the road. Quapple going to have to make that car wide. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Connor Hall drives it in deep. He makes contact. They're sliding to the line. And Carson Quapple just edges out Connor Hall by 25 one-thousandths of a second as he looked to make the move. And
because I know it'll be a lot of things about it. All right, Chad, man, top 5 to end the night. You and Honeycutt was going back and forth there at the end. Talk about it.
It's great, clean racing, you know. Generally speaking, all those guys up front ran really clean. Good, hard racing. This racetrack produces great racing, so there's 2 grooves. Man, we had a really good car tonight. We needed just a tick on a longer run. So, but you know, that's easy to build off of, and that's exactly what we were hoping to do, and we got the result that we needed to mainly just start some positive momentum for the season. So, yeah, I'm happy with the evening. We'll go back to shop, work on a little bit, and go back to Ace and see if we can't get a checkered flag.
So after tonight, that'll put you a whole lot better in the points. Is it too early to already be looking at points, or?
I don't even know where I'm at in points. I typically don't look at it. You know, my philosophy is you take care of the present, the future will take care of itself. So try not to points race ever, and but if you bring a car home clean and you get consistent top 5, top 10 finishes, you know you're going to be there where you need to be. So we got a little work to do to get to where a couple of these guys are and catch the 8 car, but we're going to be head down to try to do that.
Well, we'll say so long here from Newton, North Carolina. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time at Ace Speedway on Friday night. Of course, you can watch that edition of the Solid Rock Carriers Cars Tour, both late model stock and pro late models live on Flow Racing. Until then, have a wonderful evening.
For more Cars Tour content, like, comment, and subscribe.